All right, guys, what's going on? This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro today. Today it's going to be very, very short. If you guys paid attention to what I posted this morning, you would know that today is a little bit different for me personally. I'm actually, anyway, let's get back to the game, okay? Let's just talk about what we're here to talk about today. Let me just make sure that you hear me. If you see a blue button at the bottom of this page, click on it, take you to my personal profile, add me as a friend. It doesn't matter if you're my customer or not. Just add me as a friend, okay? And let's talk some business. Let's talk about making money online, making money with your home business today, all right? So let me know where you're calling in from, and let's get started. We'll be here for a few minutes today, so it shouldn't take us long today at all, unless you guys have questions or anything like that. Let's see here. Let's see who's here with us. So today is the Tuesday, of course. Let's see. Add me as a friend. It doesn't. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, you can just click on the blue button, and then we'll get started here. Let's see here. Let me click on the blue button myself personally. Let's go see who is here with us. We have Carrie with us. We have David with us. We have Maria with us. Absolutely. Now, let me ask you guys some questions, okay? We're gonna get to some work here. We have Mike here. Absolutely. Let's do some work here, guys. All right. Let's do some work today. We have Codric here with us as well. All right. I want to help you guys, okay? I'm going to talk about systems, okay? Absolutely, I'm going to talk about systems, but I want to help you guys, okay? So I'm going to ask you guys a question right now. We have Thomas here from the England. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to talk about systems. We're also going to talk about, part of systems is something that's very dear to my heart that I've always talked about in this industry, and which is using the phone. Okay. Now, if you guys know my style here, I've never like using the phone. Like I've never knocked the phone ever before. Okay. Not in my business model. I believe in talking to people. I believe in interacting with people, and I believe it can actually help you build your business fast. Okay. But every statement I make, I give it a very deep thought. Okay, I give it very deep thought because I never want to underestimate any part of running a successful business. Okay, if you guys, how many people have read? I asked a question right now, so go ahead and answer that question as we move on through if just say, I would like more on this. I would like more help. I would like you to talk more about this. But let me ask you guys a question. How many people here have read Think and Grow Rich? Grow Rich. Okay. Now this is the reason why I keep, if you've been here for a few months, the reason why you may have heard this a few times, is because traffic and funnels. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna talk about traffic funnels, but you need to be a little bit more specific, Codric, on traffic and funnels because we have traffic and funnel here. So if you can be a little bit more specific, that would be nice. I need a little bit more specification or specificity or whatever word fits that. I need you to be specific. Bottom line, okay? Anyway, so how many here have read the Think and Grow Rich, right? It's a timeless book, okay? Um, if you read the Bible too, it's another success principle book, that you can read. And a timeless book, and there's something common to all of these books when you look at their success principles. And one of the things that's very common to all of them is systems, okay? And I read it 3 times. Perfect. And still listen to audio. Perfect. Now, if you read Think and Grow Rich, you will know that systems is, having a system that works for you is one of the biggest thing about it. Okay. So yes, I enjoy using the phone. I still enjoy using the phone to build a business, talking to the people that matters the most. But one of the things about talking on the phone is that it is time consuming. Okay, you have to have a conversation with the person, and when you're having a conversation with a person, you don't want to rush the conversation. You want to have a conversation. You don't want to be a robot on the phone reading a script. At least if you're going to read script, you want to be very good at reading the script, and it can't look too much like you're a robot, right? Let's see what you guys are saying here. I got the bundle version. Perfect. I would like to talk more about communicate with negative people. How do you deal with them? Oh man, that's interesting. That's an interesting question to ask. But if you can be a little bit specific, maybe there's a specific type of question that you heard or something that they say that, if you can be specific, that will be that will be you know PPC and media by traffic. Buddy, that's traffic topics though. If you want me to answer a particular question here about PPC or funnels or any of this technical stuff, I need you to be specific. I need you to give me a specific question and I answer it. Don't throw generic topics at me because obviously Google will do a better job at answering, just generic topics for me, okay? For you, all right? David, go read How to Win Friends and Influence. Yeah, that by Dale Carnegie. And you know what? If you read that book, and I haven't read that book, funny enough, and I've been hearing it all my life, literally, well, all my business life. Okay, I need to find it and I need to read it. How to Win Friends and Influence. And most of the books I've ever read, they all refer back to that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So, a lot of and it's actually interesting that you brought that up because a lot of the books that I've read, they always refer to Dale Carnegie, right? And there's always reference here and there because obviously that book has influenced them too to come out with the books, okay? And that actually creates a very interesting spin to what I was going to talk about when it comes to systems today, okay? Um, I want to be clear about something when you guys come onto the internet marketing space, okay? um, Everyone is going to have their own unique little ways of doing business. Okay. Yeah, guys, absolutely. I enjoy the way you guys are sharing. Um, I want to be clear I want to be clear about something. When you come to the internet marketing space, it comes down to three things. Okay. It comes down to leads, traffic, leads, and customers. Okay. And when I say customers, that comes with repeat business, that comes with business partners, that comes with all of the good old thing that come with making money. Because money comes from one place only, and that's from people. All right. So, and one of the best leverage you can have in your business is having the right talent. That means the people. Okay. But I mean, there are billions of people in the world. There are people from different professions. Now, inside of the particular profession that you may be looking to hire people or hire business partners or recruit business partners, whatever it is, that's your cup of tea, right? All of us have only 24 hours in a day. So, out of 24 hours in a day, we all have, and on average, we have less than 100 years to live in this planet, right? So you're trying to make the best out of it. You're trying to be the greatest. You want to reach your biggest potential. That's why you're here. If you're here and you don't want to reach your fullest potential, you're in the wrong place. So you're here because you want to reach your fullest potential, right? So one of the ways you're going to do that is you want to weed out all the redundant processes, that may be in your business. You want to weed them out and focus on things that generate you money. Okay. Now let me ask you guys, what do you guys? Yesterday we talked about two activities that can never be passive in your business. Can anybody remind me what those are? What are the two never to be passive? What are the two never passive activity in your business? In your business life. Let's just say business life because I need you guys to understand that this concept are timeless. Okay. If you guys can answer that, if you listen to yesterday's, I will really appreciate that. Um, yes, absolutely. Oh, you need to finish everything, Marlon. You need to finish everything in Think and Grow Rich, and you need to do it multiple times over. It needs to become one of your Bibles, literally. Okay. What I would do, what I do a lot is I use audiobooks. So that's a good way. If you're driving, you commute to somewhere every day, or you commute back and forth, or you go to the gym, you can listen to some of these books. Okay. All right. So specifically, there's something that's common to all of these books. I don't think there's, if you can let me know if there's anyone, there's none of them that doesn't talk about systems. Okay. There's none of them at least the ones that touch on practical way of building a business or building an organization or building a dynasty. Every single one of them talk about systems. If you go into the Bible, if you read a lot of the Old Testament books, a lot of the kings, a lot of the king stories and the chronicles and things like that, if you read in between the lines, you will notice that all of them have systems that they follow. Okay. And out of systems were born systems. That's really the point that I'm trying to drive home for you guys today. Out of systems are born systems. Okay. All right, perfect. Lead generation and continuing education, and bingo, we're here today. So let me ask you today, apart from the um the done for you system, okay? Lead generation has two things, okay? Can anybody guess what? Okay, lead generation has two things. One is M, one is P, okay? All right, and you need a good mix of both of them, okay? One M plus P equals to effective lead generation. All right. So this is something you can take home today, guys. This is something you can go recreate into a video, into a piece of email you can send out to your list. Okay. So M plus P equals to effective lead generation. Okay. The M should be pretty obvious. The P, because you guys may not know me well, maybe the P can stand for two things. I'll actually let you use two words. Okay. One of two words can replace that P. They both start with P. Okay. And if you get those two right and you learn how to put them to active use every day in your business, you will never be hungry. Okay. You'll never be hungry. Okay. Let's see here. So let's get you going with that, guys. Let's see here. M plus P. And can anybody don't I mean I don't want to use the word guess, but if you have to guess, guess. Uh, Go through your brain, see if you can come up with the word that starts with M. That's the first half of an effective lead generation in your business, all right? And the second, and the P, there are two words that can replace that. They both mean the same thing in our business, in any sales driven business, okay, in any direct response business, okay. And this is the formula that I have used personally for my active and for me to have an effective lead generation part of my business, okay. So, and I want to share with you guys today, and I wanted to really drive home in about the next 17 minutes. I really want you to get it, okay? Uh, Nice try, but it's not pillars, okay? Pillars is just a way for us to, it's just a name that we give to the three steps to running this business, uh, which is um, which is tools, right? System tools, right? Tools and traffic, and high ticket, all right? Tool, traffic, that's the three pillars of our business. That's just a way for us to simplify our business, okay? So not pillars. uh Somebody got two people got the marketing part. We need the P. The P is wrong with product. No, it's not product, okay? I'm talking about effective lead generation. Has nothing to do with product, okay? If you know how to generate leads, you don't even have to own a product yet to sell. If you know how to generate leads, you'll never be hungry because there's other people that own products that you can sell all day long, right? You can leverage other people's products and sell them. So I'm talking about effective lead generation. Okay, you own a business, a direct response marketing or direct response sales business, right? And you need a P, and P is not part of effective lead generation. They are pretty much activities. Okay, they are a verb. I'm looking for a verb. Okay, I'm looking for a verb. The second word is a for the P is a noun, but you use that noun to do the verb. okay? And I need you guys to really crank through it and get this. That's why I'm making you guys work for it. Effective lead generation marketing plus, that's a P, okay? The P, I'll let you slide in the second word, but it's really one word that I'm looking for, okay? And I know somebody here is gonna get it. And the reason why we're not remembering right now is because most of you guys are not practicing every day. You guys are not practicing it every day, okay? And if you, my Facebook, let me ask this question. No, not positioning. Absolutely not. Positioning, how do I say this? Position is actually a big part of our business, and you're gonna find it useful in that P. Okay, so positioning is a part of the P, but you're gonna find it useful in the P. There you go. I think David got it. Prospecting. Okay, so how many of you here are engaged in active prospecting every day? And if you don't know what prospecting means in your business, feel free to say, I don't know what prospecting means in my business. Okay, all right. So we need active. Let me give you the formula right now. So if you guys know math a little bit, you know what I'm sharing with you right now. You know the meaning of that. All right, so I'm gonna rewrite the formula a little bit like this. I like all the words you guys are coming up with. Those are very great, great topic sources for you guys. But specifically for what we're talking about today, um, it's active multiplied by open brackets marketing plus prospecting equals to, okay, effective lead generation. And I know many of you guys, the other word I was going to allow you guys to replace it with was phone. You use phone for prospecting, okay, guys? Use phone for prospecting, okay? So maybe your phone is not ringing. If your phone is not ringing, then we got to get the phone ringing, okay? We got to get proactive and get the phone ringing, okay? If you're going to get creative with anything ever at all, I encourage getting creative. I just encourage using it with a model. You got to have a model that's working. We spoke about that yesterday. And David, I saw what you posted. Very good job. But it's not model, not MOTTO. It's model, MODEL. Like a model that you build that you put together as a foundation, and then you build on top of it. So when you have a model, MODEL, and you build on top of it, it becomes something else. So that's why you have out there in the marketplace, out of systems, born systems. And that's supposed to be. It's always been that way. If you look at the Christianity religion, out of Christianity born so many denominations because everyone start creating a system that works for them or that justifies what they believe in or whatever it is. You just gotta allow people to do what they gotta do. Okay, that's just what people do. I found something that works for me. I like that one. That was my foundation. I'm gonna create this one. It's gonna work for me better. Or the what you don't want to do is create something out of your butt when it's never worked before. You want to use something that's working, and then while you're using it, in the middle of using it to produce, you find little things here and there that you see works for you the most. Okay, and then if a system is born out of that, so be it. Okay, but what you don't want to do is go create a system or jump all over a system because you think it's going to answer a question. No, it won't, because you're still missing obviously a big piece of the pie, which is you mastering the skill set. Okay, so as you see today, I'm talking about two things. Okay, I'm talking about system. Okay, but I'm also talking about when you're choosing a system, you want to make sure that it has some pieces to the puzzle when it comes to lead generation. Okay, marketing, yes, which is placing an ad out somewhere and people responding to it. If you put a sign in front of your yard and people are responding to it, that's marketing. Okay, if you put a sign on your wall and people respond to it, that's marketing. If enough people are not responding to it, maybe you should move where you're putting your yard. Maybe you should tweak something. Okay, that's just marketing. Okay, however, when people respond to it, how do you communicate with them? All right. Now, are you being proactive with your prospecting? Okay. Being proactive is literally picking up the phone and talking to somebody. Okay. If you have people, if you're here right now, you have members in your in your back office of My Empire Pro and you've never picked up the phone and talked to them, that's where you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay. Now, many of them we either have heard from me personally or my assistant. Okay, they would have heard a message or something, from us. Okay, but I encourage you yourself. Okay, we do the marketing part for you. Okay, we do the sign up, upfront sign up for you. We make you that $40. Okay, but when you make $40, you want to be on that phone, pick up the phone and talk to that person, not to pitch them. Okay, as you can see, I didn't care too much about positioning and things like that. Positioning, pitching, all those things, they're important. Okay, because you want to bring this down to a science at some point, and part of the science is knowing how to position yourself when you're talking. But my first step to that is number one, to be comfortable, to have a conversation. Okay, just have a conversation. And the conversation for me personally is very simple. It's from a very authentic place, and you do want to come from an authentic place. Okay, and it's very simple. You got started, you just joined the family. Great. How are things going so far? Do you have any questions for me? All right, feel free to reach out anytime. I'm here if you need any help. Did you get started setting up your first pillar? All right, make sure you do that. How soon do you think you can get to that? All right, let's get you going on that. Usually they're surprised that you called because most systems are trying to systemize things down to zero input from you. But I'm here to build a long-term business. There's something, if there's anything I enjoy more than anything, is to have conversations about this business. Okay, so if I'm just going to have conversation, there's no pressure on my part. I'm not trying to sell. There's no pressure on their part. They're not scared of me trying to sell them. There's nothing to sell. They're here because they wanted to make money from home, and if they're not clear about that, that's their problem, right? But my job is, if I have a phone number in my back office system, I pick up the phone and I give a call. Now, the second part to prospecting that you can really engage in. So, if you're worrying about you're not getting enough sale, well, I don't have the budget right now. There are two. You can replace budget with prospecting. Let me repeat that back to me, guys. Okay. All right. You can replace budget with active prospecting. Okay. You gotta be careful when I tell you that. Okay. That doesn't mean you should go wipe out your budget and go start prospecting. You've tried that. How did that work out for you? Okay. What I'm saying is that you want to build your business with no pressure, right? We spoke about that some weeks ago too, right? But I'm saying there's a way that I shared inside of the Facebook 100 days formula. Is the first bonus or the second bonus in the back office of My Empire Pro, and I share with you how I would have conversations on Facebook, active prospecting. Okay, the way I would do it. Okay, and I see people pitch me all the time on Facebook because they see, oh, they're looking for a leader. Somebody teach them to go look for leaders, and they just spam us and stuff like that. And when people do that, they usually do it wrong because they lead with the link. You never want to lead with the link. Okay, you want to lead with your heart. You can write that down. Okay, you want to lead with your heart. Okay, when you use your heart, right? Heart, Heart. Okay, when you come from the heart, right? What would you do when you meet this person for the first time and you're trying to have a conversation, right? You first of all observe the surroundings. Okay, yeah, you have to observe the surroundings. You can't just be a moron and walk into a place that you don't know what's going on and just start talking at people and say, "Would you join my business? Would you be my girlfriend? Can you sleep with me tonight?" You don't do that in real life, right? That's leading with the other head, gentlemen, right? But if you lead with your heart, right, you have a conversation with a person, you look in your surroundings, and obviously the person you're talking to, come on, give them the respect of knowing a little bit about them. So if you're looking at them across the room at a party, you would have looked at them in a nice way. Don't stare at them, right? Maybe you see a nice shoes or a nice top or a nice blouse or something. You say, "Hey, I like that color. Nice combination." You can start a conversation. How do you do? How do you like the party? All right. What do you do again? Conversations. That's all part of active prospecting in the professional world. Okay. Now, if you're on Facebook, how would you do that? Okay. You go to somebody and you're going to message them. You don't even look at their profile at all. You're wrong. It's wrong and it won't work. Look at their profile, see what they're about, see what kind of messages they're posting all the time. Okay. Now, I don't know what David and Maria is up to, but I noticed they post a lot of funny videos, right? If I were to pitch them or try to approach them on Facebook, I'm like, hey, you post a lot of funny videos. Where do you get those videos from? That will be the start of my conversation because that's what they see they engage in most of the time. Okay. All right. So prospecting equals to picking a way looking for the mother lode of gold. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to look at it. All right. Let me refresh this page. So yeah, so you don't have to, you guys don't have to shy away so much from prospecting. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want you to go back to family and friends and start being, even if I were to prospect family and friends today, I just told you what I would do exactly. Okay. Number one, I will not follow any of the rules in any textbook. Okay. I will break all the rules. I will go back to being me, being authentic and coming from the heart. Okay. It will be, I'm at the reunion, I'm having a conversation, and the conversation leads to, what do you do? So how's the job going? And I will have a conversation like a regular human being. And I will never do a business presentation from my head, right? Or from my stomach at a reunion. It just doesn't make any sense. Could you say, hey, I wanted to check your, I want to send something to you and see your opinion? Can you do that at a family reunion? Absolutely. Nobody's going to hold you hostage for that. Nobody's going to stop picking up the phone for that. You're going to send them an email, right? Am I encouraging you to go back to, no, I'm not, because I don't. Okay, I don't do that. But again, I'm in clarity that most people don't have the type of marketing budget that I do. All right. So, and I didn't drop out of heaven with the budget that I have today. I started a business somehow, some way. So a good way to substitute for not having the budget, a massive budget that will fill up your time with enough prospecting, talking to enough signups, right? A good way is to prospect the people that you have around you on Facebook. A lot of you engage in people's walls on Facebook. You're watching people commenting on stupid stuff and laughing their butt off at other people's systems, right? But these are people that you can have conversations with. Have you heard about my Empire Pro? Did you check it out? You should check it out. I'll send you my link. It's a pretty good system. Is that too much of prospecting to do? No. That's easy $40 in your pocket if you do that. All right. So if you engage, you see people having conversations about some guru launched their system and they're pissed at each other and stuff like that. Use that time to your advantage. Okay. We have a funnel that can pay you up to $6,000 commissions, right? So why not use that to your advantage, right? Number one, let me tell you something. When we market straight cold marketing, all marketing mostly are cold marketing. Okay. When somebody have never known you before and they click and they enter their email address and it's cold market. What we're doing with the 30 days follow up is warming them up. That's why we're warming them up because we realize they're cold. Every marketing is cold. Okay. So there's a sector of your business where you're dealing with cold traffic and you do need that in your business because that keeps your business going regardless. And then you have another sector where you engage in a conversation with a person first before they came to your platform. Of course, you want to make sure that's what they want. But if they're busy chatting themselves up on a guru wall and citing one guru to the other and stuff, maybe they need a system. A lot of them commenting and not making money. A lot of them having time to comment on, following gurus and looking at them as entertainers. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just letting you know that there's gold in a lot of those situations when you see them and you're laughing. There's gold. Okay. Are you pitching? No, you're not pitching. Again, you start from having a question. Okay. So what system are you using? Oh, okay. I use my Empire Pro. Well, I haven't heard of that before. Well, you should check it out. I'll send you my link if you don't mind. Like, don't lead with the link. Okay. This is, if you don't have the budget that fills up your time, this is something you can engage in about 30 minutes in a day that can really help you boost it. Because again, one of those sales can pay for the whole year of marketing for you. Okay. So any questions? If you feel some type of contradictory message in that from what we've always preached, which is using systems, again, that's part of a system. What I just told you is part of a system. Now the second part, what I was going to say, I'm going to say that over the next 3 minutes. Here is system begot system. Okay. Just like human beings give birth to human beings, Do you understand that? Are we clear on that? Okay. Over the past 24 to 48 hours, I've seen a lot of arguments online because there's a system that launched called iPass, and a lot of people they're having arguments, and I felt like I need to talk about it since you guys are, some of you guys are here with me every day. So I wanted to talk about it, and let you know that systems begot systems. There's nothing wrong with it. A lot of the arguments surrounding system come and go, blah blah. Well, you know that my Empire Pro doesn't come and go. All of you guys know that right now. But majority of the system, that's very true. They do come and go. But that's like human beings. Human beings come and go too. Okay? There's nothing new about a system coming and go. The system has a lot of hype around it. Boom, boom. There's a lot of money that was made, maybe, yeah, mostly by the top people, right? A few people underneath, maybe in the top 30%, maybe a little bit of commissions here and there, right? Boom, bust, it's done. Nobody's talking about it any longer. That's literally the nature of human beings, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. It's a part of our business model. All you need to know is that it's a part of the business model. Don't take it too personal, okay? There are business systems that are built for evergreen, like my Empire Pro, which means we're timeless. Okay, if you notice our coaching product is renewed every year. Okay, there are business systems kind of like Apple that just came out with the iPhone 6, right? The iPhone is evergreen. What they do is they update it with new version every time, but iPhone is evergreen, literally. Okay, so unlike many phones, there are also other phones that have come and go. All right. Why? Because that's just the nature of the economy of mankind. Okay. Where's the flip phones? Where are the moguls? Right. I don't know if you guys know what the mogul phones are. Right. Where are the little piece Nokia? Where is Nokia? Right. So there's nothing new about our industry. Like when you see people engage, I wanted to share with you as value for you that when you see people engage in conversation, this one is better, this one is bad, this one is not. No, you get to pick what's better for you. Okay, there are systems that come and go. What you want to make sure is that you're not a system. You as a brand, you're not a system that come and go. That's the only thing you want to make sure of. You want to keep building your list consistently, and that should never be a come and go. That should be a daily thing that happens every day. Either you like it, either you get out of bed or not. Does that make sense? So let's be clear about that. You need systems. You will need systems, okay? Because you're only one man, okay? You need people, right? So I give P plus S equals to money, right? That was what we were here to discuss today. People, systems, you need that in your business. If you don't have that, you have a job, okay? And there's only so much money you can make, okay? But if you want to have a fully maximized leverage in your business, you need people, other business partners, right? So we're not even talking about customers right now. We're talking about business partners, people you can leverage their money, people you can leverage their expertise, people you can leverage their time, okay? If you have 10 business partners, now you have 24 hours plus 240 hours in a day. That math is really that simple, okay? It's 264 hours that you have in a day when you have 10 solid business partners. That's leverage, okay? The rest of the human beings in the world have 24 hours, you have 264. If those 264 people have 10 additional, right? That's 264 under each one of them, under each leg, multiply by 10. That's 2,640. That's leverage. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want leverage in your business, yes, I just shared the activity that you want to do, something that you want those active 5 to 10 business partners to be doing in your business, which is marketing and prospecting. Okay. However, there's only so much you can do as a human being. You need systems, all right? Something that can operate for you and your business partners while you guys are all knocked out, sleeping, snoring. And then you need people, right? Those other people, so you can have hours upon hours upon hours in operation every single day in your business, even though yes, we work 2 hours per day if you want to. Does that make sense? All right, so that's pretty much what I have for you today that I wanted to make sure we're very clear on. Okay, let me refresh. Any suggestions, any contributions, anything like that. And I'm going to talk about, even though I didn't really get any specific questions, everybody want to throw generic topic questions at me. But I'll see if I can give you one thought about traffic in my mind. And companies, products, deals, compliance, people come and go, but relationship last forever. There you go. Thank you for putting that the right way, Mike. Um, yeah, prospecting. All right. So if you want to find gold, you have to prospect. Yeah, if you want to find gold, you have to prospect. And I think that's definitely something that we have to look at a little deeper into. What I want is, we don't want to be talking to strangers, okay? Like on the phone with strangers, somebody that will ask you questions like, is this a pyramid scheme? Does this system work? Without working the system? Stupid question, but oh well. You don't want to talk to, you want to have conversations with people that already ask for a refund. Give them the refund, let them keep moving. We don't need them, okay? You we don't, clearly, good luck to them, pretty much, okay? And that's the business model. That's all part of the systems, okay? We're structured into the number of the systems. That's just what it was, okay? The people that are serious, they recognize the system when they see one, and they recognize that this is working. We have people come in the back office, and then we recommend that they need an autoresponder, right? And then the first thing that comes to their mind, oh, they're asking for more money, right? That person is the wrong person, clearly, right? Because if they were paying attention, they will relate that back to their medical doctor. And if your medical doctor recommends your medicine for you, it's not asking for more money. You need it. Okay? But don't waste your time explaining that. We know that. All right? That's why we know that is everything we do is totally ethical, and that's the only reason why we know that. For we don't know it so we can explain it to people that are already negative. Okay? That's part of the system. You spend your time moving forward always as fast as you can, leveraging other people's time and leveraging systems. Okay? Then leveraging other people's time, I want to relate that real quick to relationship. And if you're making each other money, relationship is a given. It's a big part of what we do. I do feel like many of you guys that are here are my brothers, sisters, that you're my family. I really do feel that way, because we meet here just to have this conversation every day. And the only way is what we're doing right now, okay? Just having this conversation. One of the reasons why I created this 5 o'clock every day is because I don't want to be too far apart from you. I want to know exactly what's going on in your mind about your business every day. And I want to feed off of your energy as well, because I'm learning just by doing that. And I can feel if I need to do something, if I need to put something into a system that can help you. But I'm letting you know right now, for specifically for today, we need a little bit more prospecting activity, active prospecting. We have marketing, all right? We can generate all the leads we want in this world, okay? But we need to be connecting on an extra level, okay? I do my part. As a matter of fact, right now, I take it into my hands right now until I get overload, and I'll let people know, and I will hire if I need to hire. I do have assistants that call for me, and I do make those calls too. If you're here and you got a call from me when you sign up, please let us know and just say you got a call from Ola personally when you sign up. So that's a big part of our business. And if you guys are here, if it's only two of you that you're here with me right now, if we can duplicate that, actively calling people, create a capture page from inside of your Pure Leverage. Go in the Pure Leverage account and create a capture page. Send it to your list. Make sure it's collecting phone numbers. Okay, I'm giving you a tip right now. Okay, go into your Pure Leverage. Go on there where it says creating capture pages. If you can't find it, talk to the support. They will find it for you. You create a capture page that collect phone numbers. Okay. Now another thing I can do is I can create a capture page for you guys and put it in the back office that you can use specifically for that purpose, specifically to send to your existing list, so you can collect phone numbers. And it's as simple as, hey guys, I'm giving a free consulting session, 15 minutes consulting, and I would like to have a conversation with you if you're serious about taking your business to the next level. That will be an active prospecting activity. Okay, you collect phone numbers, you set a time, you give them a call. Give them a call, have a conversation with them, and walk them through the three pillars personally. If you walk a person successfully, okay, if you work a person, work a business partner successfully through through the three pillars completely, what does that mean in your in commissions for you? Let me get some answers to that, and then we can call it a day, guys. 5:41. By the way, guys, I told you I'm feeling a little lazy today, so and I did post that picture earlier, but I'm still feeling lazy. Okay, and I did not come here at 1 p.m. like I said. The truth of the matter is I was doing a lot of studies last week, and I just completed it yesterday. So and my spirit was needing to rest, so I did. But of course, we're committed to this every day. So and today's what? Tuesday? Okay, so we got 2 more days to go in this week. It's interesting. And today's the 33rd edition, right? All right, so I can see that it's a lot of delays. Let me refresh. Let's see if you guys got that message. Let's see here. Can you guys hear me? If you walk a business partner successfully through the three pillars completely, what does that mean in commissions for you in total? That was my question. I don't know if you guys got that. You can answer me right there. I got a call too before I even had a chance to start the first video. Yeah, absolutely. Maria got a call. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. So another thing that I want to make sure I leave you with before we $6,150 plus 140 each residual unless they pay for the diamond reseller upfront. What about the residual from the first pillar? How about that? You missed that, Elizabeth. All right, there's residuals from the first pillar as well. Yeah, is it first pillar? Yeah, first pillar. Yeah, first pillar. And then what about the residuals from their activity, the second tier level, right? There's a lot more money than that, but that's a great place to start from $6,000. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, easily. So, yeah. So well, that's if you don't, if five partners, $10,000 monthly. That's with well, you guys know the deal. That's with only up to the second pillar. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So we would, if you had to have a simple conversation, if you had to have a simple conversation with people, that has to do with their surroundings, that has to do with something that you see on their wall from time to time that you can have a conversation with them about, right? And you had to have 5 conversations on Facebook. If you know that your budget is not up there to keep you busy, can you have 5 conversations on Facebook, right? Just pick on one of the people that's arguing on the guru's wall, right? Or pick on the people that I suggested in the video. If you really want to do it the right way, just go watch the video again, the Facebook $100 per day formula. Go watch the video again, and can you have 5 conversations per day, 3 days in a week? What about that? 15 conversations in a week. Can you do that? If one of them is going to convert to $6,000 in your pocket, is that doable? Who's here with me? Who's here with me? And what I would do is actually hold ourselves accountable to it. Okay, take screenshots of the conversation, share it with me personally, but direct message. Okay, not on my wall. We don't want to share that on my wall directly. Share that with me and have me critique it. Maybe where you went wrong in the conversation. How did you go wrong? Where you should have stopped the conversation. Where you should have gone on to the next. Right? We're still using technology. Okay, you're leveraging your time. You can only have either have more money or you have more time. Okay, over time you want to leverage your money so you can have more time for freedom. In the beginning you have more time than the guru. Okay, you have an edge over most gurus if you don't have budget. Okay, if you don't have marketing, but you gotta have either marketing budget or you have enough time. Okay, so if we have to add on 2 hours, like if you're just waiting on the $500, to keep funding your business and keep fueling your business, right, with leads, right? If you're doing that, your mailing should be about 30 minutes to 90 minutes per day, right? If we had on extra 2 hours, so making it 4 hours, you have to work 4 hours per day, but you can rest assured that you can bring in a $6,000 per week. Would that be worth it for you guys? Odin, you have to log into your peer leverage. Log into your peer leverage and let me see who your upline is. You probably want to get with that person so they can help you out. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's Nayan. Nayan. Okay, Nayan. I don't think Nayan is on the call today. I haven't seen him say anything. But yeah, Odin, just log into peer leverage. Go back to first pillar. At the bottom of the page, you see the link that goes into peer leverage to log in, and on the left hand side, you will see a red button that says become a reseller. That's how you do that. It's really that simple. Just log into your peer leverage. On the left hand side, there's a big red button, if that's what I remember, big red or orange button that says become a reseller. That should take care of you. So can extra 2 hours per day, 2 hours per day, 10 hours per week, 10 hours per week, 10 hours per week, five conversations per day. Let's make that, I don't know. Let's do that math real quick. So 10 hours per week, multiply that by 20 conversations, 20 Facebook conversations. Yeah, why not? Conversations. Now I'm talking budget, okay? In replacement for, but if you have that budget and you just let leads come in and you have enough calls to make, you're making enough sales to make calls to 2 people per day. If you can sign up 2 people, which $80 in your pocket, you can walk those 2 people through the 3 pillars, you're already good. But if you don't have that right now, this is something that can keep you busy, right? So 10 hours per week, 20 Facebook conversations per week equals to um, $6,000, right? If we could do that, would this be worth it? Okay, worth it. All right. Now think about if we do it, right? If we do it and we actually get an accurate number and just we're able to, because we have to track what we're doing and our activity in a successful business, you track every activity, you track every hour that you say, hey, that's a nice pants you put on at a networking event, you track every single hours. That's how you have a successful business, okay? You track how many of those you have nice pants on that you have to say in a week to make $10,000, okay? So, uh, I mean, we're saying that because we're not lying to them. Don't tell somebody that they have nice pants if they don't, okay? You want to be authentic, remember? All right? Would this be worth it, right? Now, after we've done it and we have, let's say we have 10 leaders doing it consistently, right? And then about 90 days into it, right? 90 days into it, we all decide that we want to track the numbers and see what the average is. We now tally that number. We tell the people that are coming in what the numbers are so they know what their expectations are, right? And yes, you have one share of $500, you have 200 leads coming into your business every month, which all of you should have. But if you talk to the lead that you talk to personally when they opted in and the lead that was extremely cold, there's massive difference in quality of those leads. Okay, there's a massive difference in the quality. The person you've had a conversation with is always, if you had a conversation successfully with them and they opted in, right, you always have a good lead in your hand, literally at least 20 times better quality of lead. Okay, why? Because that's just what it is. You have a relation because of the relationship aspect of it. You built a relationship with them and you had a conversation with them. Okay, so that's why I say you have an edge over the gurus. Now the gurus have an edge. Everyone have an edge in life. That's my point. Okay, there's no excuses. You have an edge. Either you have time or you have money. You gotta have one of the two. Okay, and when I say time, I mean after five. So if you have a full-time job, that does not negate the fact that you have time. Okay, what you do have is a job, unfortunately, that hopefully you can get rid of, so or partially, so you can have that freedom. Okay, so I'm not really getting too many answers. Let me know why you didn't answer me. Is it because you're shying away from it, or you're not attracted to it, or all that? I'm calling you out. This is not what you told me. You told me it's all automated. Okay, well, if you got a call from me personally when you joined, that was not automated. Okay, yes, my business is an automation, absolutely. Okay, but I know the power of relationship. You will never replace that. Okay, ever replace that. You could have companies. I did have a conversation with Comcast yesterday. I was forced to have a conversation with them yesterday. Okay, because my father wanted me to call them so they can downgrade his service because he didn't need it. Okay, uh, he didn't need some of the packages. And you know how our parents do. Instead of them getting on the phone, they make you get on the phone for them, and they have a way of saying it that you just, okay, I'll do for you that. That's what happened yesterday. And I had to be on the phone for like 40 minutes before somebody answered the phone. It's a very bad habit for a company. Okay, it's a very, very bad habit for a company. And if you go check out their consumer reports all over the place, it is telling on them. Okay, and sometimes you see a multi-million dollar company go under. A lot of times it starts from little stuff like that. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you, number one, because you understand automation, the power of automation in your business. You understand the power of your personal time in this business. You now understand that you and the biggest guru in this industry have the same edge. Yes, they have the cash, you have the time, but you have access to this database called Facebook. Okay, and Facebook tells you, shows you for free the people that are engaging in the type of conversations that you can start from. Hey, I saw you commenting on this person saying this, blah, blah, blah. Wow, wow. What business are you building? What system do you use? Oh, interesting. Um, well, I'm doing this, that, that. Sometimes you engage, you're gonna find once we get started, right? I'm gonna need 5 people to actually commit to it right now. Okay, I need 5 people to commit to it, and we're gonna start tomorrow, literally. Okay. Once you get started, what you will notice is that the conversation may take different turns depending on the person. It's going to be unique. Every single conversation is going to be unique, but after a while you start seeing a repetition of the same types of conversation. This is why quitters will never win. Okay, because sometimes you have to engage in it and then see some data, and then you align yourself and reassemble things together based on what you've observed. Is that still a system or what? Yes, it's a system. We're creating a system that we can now take and give it to some of the students that are coming in that would like to be a reseller with the Diamonds Club, and they can use the same thing, right? You now have a system, and then you have that dreaded word, duplication. Okay. Um, all right. You have people, you have leaders, pretty much. You have leaders, and to find the leaders, you have to do what to find the leaders? To find the gold. What did Mike and Dr. Power said earlier about finding the leaders? What do you have to do to find the leaders and to find gold? What do you do? Prospecting. Okay? All right, prospecting. Marketing is good to get the people in, get them into the system, get them through the front end, right? But to get people, quality people, like those 5 leadership that you need, that's 5 core inner circle leaders that you need in your business to get to $10,000 per month, you need prospecting to find them. You need to have a conversation with somebody to find them. Okay. All right. And if you don't have the budget to create momentum, then you need to use your time. You need to use that formula instead of the Facebook $100 per day formula. Okay. So if you can get 3 people paying $40 per day, that's $120 per day. Okay, and that's $120 potential, each one of them $6,000 commission at the end of it. Okay, because they start going through the system, you're available by phone for them, you tell them you're available for them, you tell them if you need access to all that, absolutely let me know. I'll schedule that for you. I'll get that done for you. You know that there's a chance that Ola is gonna call them anyway, right? You literally have a system with a system, and you have people. And you have a system that works, and you have people. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I, on the other side here, I'm doing everything in my power here to convert more sales for you. As a matter of fact, like I said, I told you guys I'm creating email money formula. That's a different tripwire that brings people into my Empire Pro that teaches them three pillars in the from a standpoint of email money formula, okay, that can sell more on a solo ad type of traffic, okay. Solo ad type of traffic are not necessarily people in MLM, okay, but they like the idea of I can make money from home. They like the idea of I can flip my money. They like the idea of talking return on investment, you know. So we're gonna use a lot of languages like that. And as I continue to have some time, I will create some tripwire that you can test in different spots as well. All right. So that's what's going on here. Let's see if I have any. Thank you, David. All right, let's see what people are saying. See, I try to cut this off at 30. Can you guys advise me on how to cut this off at 30 minutes? You know, or would you like me to cut it off at 30 minutes? Two questions. Do you like me to cut this off at 30 minutes no matter what? Or can you advise me on how to cut it off at 30 minutes if that's what you want? Um, but I digress. Thank you, David. Yes, I did. Well worth it. Sure. All right. Yes, yes. You always have a repeat customer. They will be scared to ask you if I buy because they will. Yes. So I use the phone. Okay. I just don't use the phone to talk to strangers. Does that make sense? But I use the phone. I do engage in conversations with people on Facebook. There's a reason why I tell everyone that comes to this webinar to hit me to get here and add me as a friend. Matter of fact, let me add Odian as a friend right now. Spirited Praise Dance Team. I don't know what that is. I usually don't add people with company names, but I'll let that slide. If there's anything funny goes on, we'll block them off later. Let's see here. If you walk a business partner, boom, boom, boom. We have a few people talking here. All right, let me refresh. It's not my fault. I really do enjoy spending time with you guys. Um, yeah, the answer to that question is in this page. Let me find that page for you right now, and I'll take you to that page. Very, very simple. That's a fantastic question, and this is the answer. Okay, copy link. I'm glad you asked that question because it was just overdue that I might as well just post this right now. But remember that you need to log in to see it. Where's the conversation? Where is the conversation? Okay. All right. See what I just posted. That's the answer for you, Odin. And oh man, I should have just tagged him. But let me tag him and post it again. You can't post it too many times because what I just shared tonight as a pre lesson for what I'm posting right now for all of you guys is gonna make us a lot of money. Okay. Now let's commit to it for 90 days. Okay. Let's commit to it for 90 days. Can we do that? Have have 10 conversations on Facebook. Minimum, just minimum. You can do more. Conversations. Don't pitch. Don't invite people to a webinar unless you have a conversation with them. Don't send them to page unless you have a conversation with them. As a matter of fact, if you want to know the right way to do it, go watch this video first. Okay? Go watch this video first and you engage in this conversation. So I just tagged you, Odin. I hope I pronounced your name right, but I think I did. I'm not sure. Um, let's see here. So I just answered you, my friend. Yes, I will be committed as well as make me a better marketer, and it won't slow me down on my other commitments. No, it won't. It shouldn't. And I'm glad you said that, because that was an easy out for another type of person to say, well, that's piling up a lot of stuff for me to do. Well, everything we've shared over the past few days, we talk about active marketing, which we kind of do for you. If you do your own too, it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes in a day. Um, we talk about shooting the video. If you committed to the video commitment, that should take you no more than 15 minutes a day. 5 minutes video. Don't worry about editing it. You'll get better over time. The whole point of doing it over and over is so you can get better over time. Don't try to be perfect on day one. Just start talking from your heart. Okay. The video that I saw of Mustafa yesterday, I didn't really couldn't hear what he was saying in the audio, but it was bigger than that for me personally. The fact that he got started is just an inspiration, absolute inspiration for me. Okay, because it's all about getting started. It's really all about getting. There are two things that's going to be very important in your business. The first time you do that one money making activity that you and I know what they are, right? And then the first time you got that first commission, which is something that we're very proud of here, we've made a lot of people their first commissions. It seals the deal for them. You get them to understand that this is real and people can actually make money. It doesn't matter if the first commission was $1 or $2. Just the fact that it's possible to make $1 outside of a job. Are you kidding me? The average human being will never figure that out. Okay, so that's already a blessing in its own. Yes, I will be committed as well as make me better. Yeah, we got that. When you become the person you supposed to be, you will attract the people you're meant to work with. That's absolutely right, Mike. Being here and watching the recordings help us. Yes, cannot get enough. Just teach what is natural for you, and we'll soak it up. Yeah, and then systems begot system, and then you start coming up with your own ideas. It's a beautiful thing. There's a lot of stuff that can come to life. A lot of families will be fed. Um, I will engage more. Phone prospecting, I'm kind of shy. No, I didn't say phone prospecting. Phone prospecting only if that person is calling you, or they know you're going to be calling. They agreed to you calling. Ever do not cold call, please. I will never teach that. It's against all the principles of 2014 and further. You don't you don't call people against their will, at least not in this business. Maybe if you're a car salesperson, maybe if you're a realtor or something, maybe that can still work because I mean, why not? If you're gonna make a couple of tens of $1,000s from one deal every other day, why not, right? But um, but I'm talking this business right now. Please do not cold call people, okay? You send a list, something to your list that people can say, yes, I would like you to call me. I need help, right? You can create a capture page instead of pure leverage. Later on, I can create a capture page for you guys. The capture pages I have for you guys is for cold traffic back there right now. Well, you can do that. And yeah, I was talking specifically about having conversations on Facebook, okay? There's no need to talk to anybody that has not. Matter of fact, the conversation I'm telling you to have on Facebook, it should be good enough for somebody to sign up for the $40 first before you pick up the phone and call them. If they're not in the middle of trying to set up their first pillar, there's no need to have a conversation with them on a phone. It's only going to go in a direction you don't like. You're going to hear kind of objections that will piss you off. You will hear objections such as, how many people have made money in this, right? Uh, there's nothing wrong with that question. I just don't have time for a person that still has that question. Okay. All right. Can I get enough? Thank you. That's so sweet of you, Thomas. Thank you very much. I will engage more. Yeah, we answer that. No problem. You can try setting up a timer. And I know I used to have a problem recording videos. Sometimes the video goes on, but I've been getting better. Yeah, David, definitely, definitely. And I'm paying attention to what you're doing, my friend. Maria, I think you got that point I just mentioned. Good. Phone or no phone, no problem. 90-day run. Yeah, let's do it. If you have members in your back office right now, okay, the first step tonight, okay, and we'll give a 6:04. So this is something we're engaging in for another 90 days. So in your back office, go in your back office right now, all your members, majority of them are sleeping as usual, like in every system, right? Like in everything in life. Okay, wake them up, give them a call and say, hey, you're actually a part of my team in my Empire Pro. Actually, there's a video that I think you should watch because we're gonna make a lot of money over the next 90 days, and I need you to watch that video. You're a member already, so I just wanted to make sure you understand that. Can you get to the video over the next 24 hours? When can you get to the video? All right. Can you get to the video in the next few hours? All right. I'm going to send you a link right now. Give me the best email address or whatever, Um, so that, very simple. All right. So you send it to them, or you can just create a little short link. If you know what that is, that you can give it to them easily on the phone. They can write it down. They can go there. And I'm talking about this recording. Okay. After this recording moves to the replay center, which is my empirepro.net, you can still do that. Okay. And then you can resolidify the commitment that we're committing to right now. All right. And then you have people in your team re-engaged back. And every now and then you can pick once a month to do that. You should call people inside of the back office. Just give them a call. Just call, call people that are your members once a month. There's something wrong with that, and just have a conversation. Hey, did you get a chance to set up all your pillars? Right? If they said no, I actually asked for a refund. Okay, it was nice having you. You move on to the next person. You may hit that once in a while. Okay. All right, but that's what's going on here. So phone on 0490. I like your spirit, Mustafa. Absolutely. A capture page will really help. Okay, capture page will really help. Okay. Let me write that down. As you can see, I'm human. I need to write that down if I don't want to forget. All right, so a capture page will really help. And let's see. I wonder where my pen are. There you go. All right, so consulting capture page. All right. All right. So for those of you that are used to Skype too and things like that, you can use Skype for that type of situation. And I remember Skype because I know Thomas is international. You may find it useful. Google Voice is very useful for me with international calls and things like that. And it's extremely cheap. I filled it up with $50 like 3-4 months ago. So, and I still use it to call international. So no excuses. All right. So let me refresh, and I think let me get a tally. I need 5 people to commitment questions, and let's just say yes. Committed. 90 days. 90 days, and you know the drill. I said 20 conversations per week. Record your time. Okay, have a paper and a sheet and record what you're doing. Like I had this conversation with this person, blah blah blah. It took me 20 minutes, it took me 15 minutes, it took me 10 minutes. Every next thing you say has to do with the last thing they said. You have to be natural. Okay, scripts, the only thing I can show you that's closest to a script is probably do an example, and maybe on a phone conversation. But I do have a training back there that's called the Ultimate Connection that you guys can watch me actually calling people. Um, but so let me get a yes. If I get 5 yeses, we can know here that we're onto something here. So don't forget. I hope you guys are taking notes. Call all your members. Put them back on this video. They need to watch this. Okay. Um, every sales in my Empire is potentially $6,000 in your pocket if you're all in. Okay, and let's keep it simple. We have leads coming in. Let's use the phone whenever we can. Have conversations on Facebook. Natural conversation. Questions. Use a lot of questions. Okay. Use a lot of questions. There's power in using questions because people decide for themselves and you're not selling. Okay. Yes, there is sales taking place, but they sell themselves. Okay. So we have Thomas, we have Elizabeth. All right. So we have. Oh yeah, I love what did capture page generator. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. I loved it too. All right. So we have Thomas, Elizabeth, Maria committing to this right now. Um, so what I would like, Thomas, Elizabeth, I need 2 more people, guys. What I would like you guys to do is when you have a conversation, Google how to take screenshots. Take screenshots of the conversations, and or if you have any specific question or anything like that, just keep me updated. What's going on? Somebody asks a question, how would you have answered it? But if you don't do it, we wouldn't know what those questions look like. Okay, we have David committed, we have Mustafa committed, we have 5 people committed now. Okay, we have 5 people committed: Thomas, Elizabeth, Maria, Mustafa, David. Okay, it should take you. By the way, you can start multiple conversations simultaneously on Facebook. Did you guys know that? Okay, Dexter is committed. Very nice to hear from you, Dexter. We love to hear people that we don't hear from all the time. I know he watches the recordings though. Okay, all right. I need Odien is committed. Beautiful. And Odien is brand new. Odien is like 2 days old in the system. Yeah. So I'm glad to have you on Odien. I'm sure Nayan, who is your business partner, will be committed too. He's probably just not on this on the recording. He'll probably watch the recording later. If you're watching this recording and you're committed, still come to my page and say you're committed. Okay. I need you to engage with me personally how things are going. Okay. What the conversations are looking like. If I have time, obviously you guys know I have to manage the systems and my other businesses and stuff. I will engage as an example too. Okay. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a big case study out of this. Okay, whatever your conversations look like, we'll build a system. We'll build a prospecting system out of it. Okay, a prospecting system depends on the 3 pillars. Okay, you pass people through the 3 pillars. You do not worry about the rest of it. You just walk them through. Okay, this is the next thing you need to do. This is the next thing you need to do. Okay, if they say, whoa, 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 see, there's nothing in our pillars that people don't really need. So we're not selling people on an idea that they already don't need. They need them, okay? And we explain how they need them, even if they have any blurry anything about that, any blurry idea about that, or objections, right? About that, we explain it clearly in the video. Up to the objections of I don't have money to get all in, we took care of that in our 3 pillars, and so there's literally no excuses anywhere. The only excuses that may exist right now is what we're just taking care of today, which is we're lacking active prospecting. Okay. Now, with you guys' activity over the next 90 days, today is the 9/9/2014. Write that down, 9/9/2014. And all of you guys may have a day that you skipped or anything. Try not to skip any days. Do try to take 2 days off per week. I always encourage that. Okay, so you can have a breather, so you can breathe and know what's going on and reset and then be back at it again. Okay, so whatever 2 days off you want to take per week, do take it. But 90 days all in total. Then we tally our data. We mastermind together. We come up with a system that anybody that's plugged in after the fact can just say, okay, I get on conversation. Okay, I see somebody, they posted their company, they're building this. Hey, you're in what company are you in? You're building a business? Okay, what system are you using to prospect and market? It's really that simple, and you let them, and then you start another conversation with another person. When they answer you, you see it, you answer them accordingly, according to what they said last. Because remember, time is everything. So don't just sit down on one conversation, have multiple conversations, have up to 2 or 5 conversations going on at the same time. But again, if you want a complete blueprint of exactly how I do that, get in the back office, use that link that I posted earlier. Okay, and watch that video first to prepare your mind for what you're going to engage in. Facebook $100 per day formula. And at some point, you want to be up to 3 front end sales per day. Okay, $40 times 3 per day, that's $120 in your pocket by default. Okay, and then just have people coming through the pipeline like that. Okay, is that a plan, guys, or what? Is that a plan or what? I'm done. Could you tell that I was tired today? Could you tell in my eyes, maybe in my voice, right? Or with the time we spent together? Let me do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's a repetition. We have 7. That's another repetition. So we have 7 people committed to this. All right, cool. Now, if there's anything missing, when it comes to like traffic funnels, things that Kodrick was asking about earlier, I will cover those things in the coaching session and the Diamonds Club. That's a class, okay? We can't just talk about that randomly. Not because I'm hiding anything. That's because that's a 5-year college material, and I plan on spending my time on teaching those stuffs in the coaching class. And the first coaching class is next Tuesday, right on the 16th, 2 p.m. So we're gonna have to be patient on that one, okay? And then you'll be able to answer specific question based on what I'll be teaching from that, okay? So, well, just talking about getting to the money now so we can get going fire. I didn't sound tired. Thank you so much. You're a doctor, so you will know. Game on. That's a plan. Thank you. All right, so that's that. 6:15. For what's that? An hour and 15 minutes. Oh well, that's how the day went. But thank you guys for hanging out with me as usual. I will see you guys on tomorrow's session as usual. And then if you have any questions regarding this brand new commitment, please send me a message. Remember, we want to engage together throughout the process. I want to see, like, some of you guys are already tagging me. You see that I'm posting them immediately as soon as I see them, the video. But now we're talking about the money, okay? Money. We could post videos here and there and just hope that somebody will see it and decide to buy. No, we're talking about having conversations now, okay? The buyers are in the conversations. Prospecting. Prospecting, that's the gold. The way we find the gold is prospecting. So I'm really happy that you stick with me today. If you're brand new, let me just say this to you. If you're brand new and you haven't paid your $47 yet, you're missing out. Just go in front of the mirror and tell yourself, I'm missing out. Okay? Go ahead, pull your credit card out and swipe it and get inside and get going. 90 days from now, you don't want to be exactly where you are right now or further backwards, which is what most people will be if you don't get started today. Okay? So just get started. And there's an orange button at the bottom of this page and things like that. If you need to watch testimonials to get started, do whatever you got to do. Get started coming inside and try to get me on the phone once you're done. Okay, make sure you get me on the phone. I actually want to have a conversation with you once you do that. Okay, and you'll find my phone number in the back office. How about that? Okay, I'll see you guys at the top. Have a fantastic one and bye for now.